Hello everyone, thanks again for tuning into my channel and video. So I have with me here another Hot Toys Talk video clip that I want to share everyone with. Now what is today's topic about is actually recently I saw a post on the STGCC, or the Singapore Toy Game Comic Convention. STGCC is being renamed or rebranded into the simpler term or acronyms instead to the SGCC. So as you can see here, the dates are slightly different, or I can say very different. So STGCC used to be in the month of September, and now besides being rebranded into SGCC, seems like it is being pushed back from September to December instead. So I was just thinking what would happen to the Hot Toys exclusive, because usually they will be either announced or released or launched during the STGCC in September, but now SGCC is in December. So I mean, how do we get our Hot Toys figures? I think that's the main concern that I have currently. And all the toy fairs usually from I think San Diego, if I'm not wrong, is around May, June. So the toy fairs are usually from May, June, July, August, September, including, if I'm not wrong, the Hong Kong one, the Chinese. I think China has more than one toy fair, and the Japanese toy fair as well. So I think December it might be a bit late. So this was the original toy fair name given to the Singapore one, STGCC, as mentioned, the Singapore Toy Game and Comic Convention, but I think it's too much of a mouthful. So this used to be the old kind of a design, or I would say promotional poster or advertisement, and I think this was the one last year, 2018. And of course we have the famous Malayan mythical creature made up of the head of a lion and the tail of a fish or a mermaid. So I don't know if there's any relation or any how do I put it, affiliation or association to Singapore. Just maybe just a symbolic mythical creature that I think most Singaporeans should be able to affiliate or associate with. So we won't be seeing this anymore. It will be the SGCC instead. So over here, I just went to the Facebook page of STGCC. So now they are called SGCC instead, as mentioned. And details are there of the date, the venue, how to get tickets. And I just wanted to show everyone the similarity. Of course, we all know SDCC is the San Diego Comic Con Convention International. Of course, I would say it is the most popular or high-profile comic convention of the world. Definitely, Singapore is just mainly for the Singapore market. Of course, there are many international or foreign tourists or participants to this convention as well. But I think SDCC is the more popular or well-known one, more famous one. So I think it's a great idea that STGCC has been renamed to SGCC, very similar to SDCC. I think it's easier for fans or convention goers to remember the acronym much easier. So there you have it. You'll be known as SGCC instead. So big shout out to this guy. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Shyam Louis Ramazami. So this guy has this, I would say, brother has always been very active on the Singapore toy collecting or even movie replica scene, replica collecting scene. So he's the one that shared this. So I think it really brought attention to many of the Singapore collectors or Singapore fans for that matter. So big shout out to you, brother. Thanks a lot for sharing this great news, latest news. And so there you have it, the article rebranding the STGCC into the SGCC, and it will be shifted to December instead. And of course, we are always known as Singapore or the Little Red Dot. And I think this is quite a big change, especially for comic collectors, toy collectors, cosplayers, or basically just fans and supporters. So I think there were some hints already dropped last year that it will be rebranded, or it would be rebranded. And like it says here, a pretty lengthy name, difficult to remember, what a tongue twister exactly. So for me personally, I'm pretty grateful that they have rebranded this into a simpler acronym, SGCC. And of course more details, so on and so forth, about the comic convention. Of course it will happen in December. Of course, I think this is always a problem when you choose a new acronym. It might coincide, or I would say rather clash with other acronyms that might represent other organizations or entities in Singapore. So going back to the slide, I just hope that it will be, the SGCC will stay, the name will stay, since they had already announced it. And just some more information regarding the convention. And so there you have it, rebranded. So I think this is the main headline here, STGCC to SGCC. So I think this edition or this version of my Hot Toys talk is just basically to update everyone on the new name or acronym of the comic convention in Singapore. So I'm definitely going there to take the photos or videos of Hot Toys that are being released. So just a quick recap though, actually when it comes to Singapore's comic convention, it's always announcement or the showing of the exclusive toys for that year, which is this year, and upcoming toys that might be released the next year or in 2020. But I'm just feeling a bit sad though, because instead of September it's moved to December. I mean, won't Singapore have its convention at the last, or one of the last countries to have its convention for the year? But anyway, we really have to experience it to know more. So once again, feel free to drop me any opinions or comments or even updates that you might have. And as usual, hope to catch everyone in the next video, and don't stop collecting. Goodbye.